You know, some of the things I have come to discover is a family is like running a farm, you know, or a company. And there's that band or that string that binds the family together, and that's the husband or the father. You see, mothers will really be responsible for training children. That is why children ought to spend a lot of time at the very early ages of their life with their mother, if possible. But now, the head of the family or the head of the family farm and this company is called the husband and the father. He's the head of the household. I know many people will argue about that, and I'm not here to argue. I'm just trying to have a discussion that a father should be the one who is the head of the farm or the household. That does not mean that he has an easy job. So those people who do not like to hear such things, they need to know that, you know, the wife or the mother will look upon him for sympathy and love. It is shocking when Jesus Christ, or when the Bible says that husbands should love their wives just as like Christ loved the church up to the death of the cross. It's not a small responsibility, meaning you love somebody up to the death of the cross, and that is true love. The children also look to the father for support and guidance. It's very, very important for people to know that children look upon their father for support and guidance. You see, it's very, very rare to find kids who probably will do very well without a father in their lives. This guy talking to you right now don't have the privilege or the luxury of saying I can say there's a father who I was looking up to. That is why I read widely, and I'm very, very much in tune about father figures, because I lacked that. But I chose God to be my father figure, and I learn and I read so much about fathers. The next line that I want to talk to you about here, he needs to have the right conception of life and of the influences and associations. If you're a man and you are calling yourself a father, or if you're a father, you should have a very clear conception of life. You should be smart about almost everything. You should know what's going on in schools, outside school, you know, jobs, engage the children, try to find out what they are doing if they want to. But if they don't want, you have to insist, and you have to educate yourself as a father, because how are you gonna have influence and guide the children if you do not understand matters life? Above all, he should be controlled by love and fear of God and by teaching of his word. You cannot be a successful father if you do not understand God himself, because God is our father. You should have the understanding of the teachings of his word. And that's how I survive. I read about God, I try to discover him, and therefore he becomes my teacher, and then hopefully I or you can become a teacher to your children. That does not mean they will listen to you, but you will do it. David, do you listen to daddy all the time? Even if you don't listen to me, I'll tell you. Does Kevin listen to daddy? No. Kevin, did you hear that? The father should do his part toward making home happy. Yes, whatever his cares and businesses, they should not be permitted to overshadow his family. Yes, your family should not be overshadowed by anything. If it's your job, if it's anything, your family should come first. Thank you, and I hope those are things that you can think about. Be blessed.